Okay, we're in section 2.2, quantitative data displays. We'll be talking about stem and leaf displays, histograms, and describing distributions or the shape of a data set. To make stem and leaf displays, the first task is to round or truncate the data. Here I've got the data on our sheet rounded to 2 places. Here is to 1 place. You could just as well just erase the digits you don't need. That's called truncation. Rounding is when you adjust the remaining digits so that to be as close to the original number as possible, which I did. I rounded. The second step is to identify the stems and the leaves. So what you do is you've reduced the number of digits, and you just look at where that last digit is. And on this side, we'll say we have the leaf digit, and that side will have the stem digits. And we just disregard the decimal points at this point. Okay, so then I'm just going to make a graph. It's going to look like this. On this side, I'm going to put the stem numbers. On this side, I'm going to put the leaf numbers. The stem numbers look like 8, 4, 10. Oh, colors should be changed, I suppose. Here they all are. So the smallest leaf number is 4. The largest leaf number is 11. So I'm going to put them here. And I go in increasing order. Like that. And then next door, next to each stem number, I put its corresponding leaf. So 0.88 looks like 88. And 45. And 10, 0. And that's 60, 80, 115, 90, 76, 52, 56. There we go. So that's the graph you would get if you had chosen to round your data to 2 decimal places. We'll try rounding it to 1 place. We do the same thing. We go over here, we extract that single digit, and then we look on the left. We're thinking these numbers over here are really zeros. Like that. And then we do the same strategy. We put the stems on this side. And then we put the leaves on the other side. Oh, so now we go 9, 5, 0, 6, 8. See what's going on. 2, 9, 8, 5, 6, 0, 7, 9, 0, 0. Like that. Now what we're trying to get is a picture of what values are popular and what values are unpopular. Where do I see a concentration of numbers? And where do I see gaps or not as many numbers? And so I would like to see a situation where I don't just have 2 stacks like this, because I really can't tell where the popular numbers are. This is not bad, because I can see 80s and 50s are more popular than 40s, 60s, 90s, and so on. But that one seems a little too spread out, and that one seems a little too concentrated. Just to me. So we do have some strategies to adjust our stem and leaf plot. It's called splitting the stems. I see we lost some height here. No, this way. Maybe like that. Splitting the stems. So there's 2 ways to do it. 0 through 4 and 5 through 9. So you take your single digits here and take the digits 0 through 4 and 5 through, so let's try it. So it'll look like this. 0, 0. I have 0 and 1, 1. I'd have 0 through 4 and then 5 through 9. So 0 through 4 is here. There aren't any. And 5 through 9's 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. I'm trying to get these in order. 5, 5, 7, 6, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9. Lots of times you want to put those in order. And then over on the for the 10s, 0 through 4, 5 through 9. I gain nothing here. So that's one method, but I end up with the same graph. Well, I have a little more information that all these numbers are in the 5 through 9 category, and all these numbers are in the 10 through 14 category. Big deal. So that's one way, or you could be a little more refined about it. Oops. Like that. So it says 2 groups, and this is 5 groups. Those are about your only choices. So we tried it here, and it didn't give us any benefit, so we'll try this one instead. And now I'm going to make a mess, it looks like. Let me just take, I'll just try to get rid of this without making too big a mess. Okay. Oh. There we go, and then now we've got 5. So it says 0 through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm writing my 8, 8, 9 like that. Okay. Now we know there's no 0s and 1s, and there's no 2s and 3s. There's some 5s though. 5, 5, and 6s and 7s. 2 6s, 1 7, 8s and 9s. 2 8s, 2 9s. Yeah. Now we apply the same strategy here, 0 through 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 through 3, 2. All right. So these are the various versions of stem and leaf you might do with this data. Either rounding into 2 places where you get this, which looks okay, but maybe a little bit too spread out. Here's rounded to 1 place where you get this without thinking. As you try applying the splitting technique, the first split example doesn't do you any good, but the second split example does do some good. And I would, if I was to choose, I would probably pick this one, the best stem plot. Because we don't want to see a lot of single digits in our stem plot, because that defeats the purpose of trying to figure out where you see lots of values. So here we can see that there's lots of values in certain categories and fewer in others. And then we can see some kind of overall shape. So we'd like to be able to see something, like an overall shape to it, where you see that the values increase and decrease, or maybe there's several humps, but not just a whole string of numbers that are all by themselves, because that's almost like looking at the numbers without putting them on a graph. So there is the stem and leaf with all its corresponding splits, and the story was to round the data. If none of these worked, I would have tried a different rounding, maybe to 3 places so you get more detail, or to fewer places so you get less detail. Here it seems like we already have enough detail, so we can use the other version of the data rounded to 1 place and split the stem so we get an idea of the shape of the distribution. And there we go, and we'll be working on histograms and other things in a minute.